In today's video, I'm going to be going over on the spot clip standards. For starters, me, Luke, and Smokey spoke about these and decided amongst ourselves what we want to set the standards to be for clips. These two guys are some of the best comp players on Skate. Luke is the best Skate 3 player and Smokey is the best reg player. You guys should definitely check them out. I'm going to leave the links to their channels in the description below. I just want to make this clear, no one has to follow these standards. We're just doing this so we can compare our clips amongst ourselves and make it easier to decide what was actually a better run. So before people start commenting, oh, that's a world record, oh, that's not a world record. None of these are world records. We're just making up standards to buy time for Season 3. When it comes to own the spot, you could just stay in the area of the own the spot and trick there for forever and get some crazy high score. But the reason we're setting standards is we want to mimic spot battle. So with that being said, we want to limit the time so it looks like an actual spot battle run and what makes sense for on the spots. So a lot of the on the spots, you start going, tricking in a straight line and you get to the barrier and then you have 10 seconds outside the barrier. So we're kind of making the standard 25 seconds. Reason being is that's about the time it takes you to get to the barrier and be outside it for 10 seconds. So I know spot battle will be different, but this is what we're doing for now just to make it easier and you don't got to think about your time in the middle of a run. So about 25 is what the time it takes you to get to the barrier, get outside the map for 10 seconds and land your score. What I mean tricking normally right to the barrier, I mean no stalling. Don't try to go for that extra trick or two. Just go straight to the barrier and then do your tricks outside. Once you're outside the barrier, it doesn't matter. You're on a timer, but before that, you got to go right to the barrier. No stalling at all. When it comes to the end of your run and landing your trick, the game has a bad habit of counting your score even though you should have bailed. So we've made it a rule that you actually have to land and roll away for like a second to be able to count that as a clip. It has a really bad habit on flip with a view, which is the mega ramp map, of counting your score even though it should never have you bailed, right? I've seen a few people posting clips where they bailed. In our standards, those don't count at all. Now I'm going to be talking about cleans and sketchies. So for sketchies, your entire line, you land your trick, you land sketchy at the end. Takes off 10% of your points. Okay, that's fair. Consistent, happens all the time, right? Who cares? But there's a bug with cleans. Cleans never count in this game. You can land perfectly, not rotate at all, just land, you won't get a clean. But maybe 1 every 50 tries, the cleans actually work and give you 10% more on your entire line. So it happens once every like 50 times. So whenever that does happen, we're not counting those scores as clips because there's no consistency there, right? Like I have a clip that I'm going to show now where I hit 11k on flip with a view and you can see it just randomly bumps my score over 1,000 points for no reason. So right there, we're not counting that as a clip. That's just a bug glitch run. Doesn't count. So if you ever get that, your run doesn't count in our standards, at least to us. I mean, you could say what you want, but that's what we're going off of. When it comes to glitches, we're not counting any runs with a glitch as a clip under our standards. There are way too many point bugs. For example, trickless air, the hand plant bug, they give you just crazy amounts of points for no reason at all. So we don't want any glitches in a run. I'm very appreciative of all the support lately, so for that, I'm going to show you the new highest score posted on Flip with a View. I'll be doing another auto revert tutorial sometime this week. It'll be more advanced, but I'm going to touch back on some of the basics for you guys that are still struggling. I see lots of comments about the cosmetics I have on. I'm going to do a video showcasing all cosmetics this week sometime. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.